In the soils and in rocks in Colorado is iron oxide in the soils. Now, that's also the reason for the name Colorado. Colorado is a Spanish term that means the color red. Now you're going to see this is a gray rock coming up. And the difference is that's sandstone too, but it doesn't have iron in it. So it doesn't have the red color. Now that rock is called gray rock. Isn't that clever? Gray rock has another name, another nickname. It's called praying hands. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Shape in the rock. And I think you'll agree that praying hands is a name that's a little closer to the Garden of the Gods. Now that name came about one day back in the 1860s. That's the time of Colorado City. In Colorado City, in the 1860s, there were two gentlemen, local gentlemen from Colorado City, were walking through here one day, and they were just admiring the scenery like we are. But apparently one of these guys was a beer drinker, because he looked around at all the rocks and the trees, and he said to his friend, "This would be a great beer garden." Well, his friend kind of laughed at him. And he said, "Beer garden? This is a fit place for the gods to gather. So I'm going to call it the Garden of the Gods."
Okay.
So that name stuck. It's not called the Garden of the Beer.
Garden of the Beer is suitable too. Beer is pretty good.
Well, you know,
God's
on a
better.
hot day like this, driving through here, you kind of want to crack one. Just to cool off. But it's a city park, and so there is no alcohol allowed. Yeah.
That's why you pour in a Coca-Cola bottle.
That's right. Got to disguise it.
As long as you're not driving.
These little spiky plants are yuccas, and the little evergreens are junipers and pinyon pine.
Isn't there a fruit called the yucca fruit that you can?
Yeah, the yucca doesn't have a fruit, but people eat the meat of the leaves. This is a juniper tree right here. These two. Oops.
Horse crossing. NORAD, I do not actually.
Okay, NORAD is in that mountain down there. I call that our other famous mountain. It's called Cheyenne Mountain.
Okay.
NORAD is the Air Force station that's inside it.
That was an Air Force.
Yeah, you were Army, but most of the military gets wind of NORAD at one point or another. Anyway, it was put in there during the 1950s, during the Cold War.